All right, we're back once again. It's Sovereign Minds,
The podcast. Hey,
Yay!
another voice in there.
Do a wave.
Do a wave.
Yeah, do a wave. Today's June. It's June 12th.
12th. Yeah, can you believe that?
I know, 2026. So we're down here in the epicenter of freedom at Mountaintop Media. And the world has gone crazy. We're doing podcast number 172.
Crazier than what it was.
I don't know.
It was already crazy.
I don't know I don't know where we're headed, but it's definitely weird. We're going to name this one "Hate, Fraud, Deception equals Lunatics." Well, we were just talking about maybe it should be the politics. You know, the many blood sucking insects that are everywhere.
Yeah. Break it down. Politic.
Yeah, there you go. So what we've got today is we're going to do a little story on the massive fraud. Oh, we keep hearing they're cheating on the voting. Where's the evidence? But when you show them the evidence, they go, I don't see anything.
There's nothing here.
There's no evidence. It's official. This is the Gateway Pundit. You know, we rely on their stories a lot because you can't get nothing anyplace else. They don't tell you nothing.
And Orange Man's bad for doing this.
Yeah, everything's Trump's fault. Yeah, it's all Trump. It's official. After massive fraud was found, Los Angeles Democrats' homeless agency defunded by President Trump's. Oh, it's President Trump's. He's just going after the poor people because he hates everyone. He's
not a nice man. He doesn't like Americans. He doesn't like
Yeah, I guess go ahead and scroll. I don't know, was it down or up? I think we're going up. Unless you're, yeah. So Trump's administration has suspended federal funding to the scandal-plagued L.A. Homeless Services Authority, Democrat-run agencies tasked with managing a home. So how does homeless and voting get connected?
Well, if you pay them.
So you make them homeless.
So then you pay them because they need money.
And they'll vote for anybody you want them to do if you give them a few bucks. You just tell them,
check the box.
Here's a little crack.
Shut up and check the box.
If you want your crack. Okay, so
if you want your Obama phone, check the box.
Yeah, so I need my food stamps. I need my phone, and yeah. So I'll vote for anybody. I don't care. I like everybody. So according to the HUD officials, concluded that the agencies lack sufficient financial controls and safeguards to protect taxpayers. No, see that's the trouble with all of these agencies. That once you give them some money, they do whatever they want. And if they're left-wing organizations, they would never cheat or do anything against the law because that would be wrong and immoral. And, of course, we've never seen that before.
And they wouldn't promote homelessness even if after they received $1 billion.
And, you know, when it's like, you know, Spencer Pratt's in second until they keep counting the votes. It's like, hey, well... Hold on. We found some more votes. Never mind.
We found more ballots.
Just kidding. So they just keep finding more ballots and harvesting goes on. And you go down there and you got millions of people that are homeless that you go down and pay them a few bucks. And then they were sending ballots out to, you know, all over the place, hundreds and thousands of ballots to empty lots. And
right.
So
to places that don't exist. And to people that don't exist.
Yeah, and, you know, being the epicenter of the homeless crisis.
That's why California can't do the count of ballots like Florida.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, how come California can't do it?
Because you got to know how many you need to cheat.
Yeah, you can't do it in 24 hours.
How are you going to know how many you need? All right, so keep, you know, they're saying HUD's finding paints a devastating, you know, the rod is just... you know, through and through. So the LAHSA could not even determine whether it was used funding to pay empty hotel rooms. It failed to provide documentation verifying existing on 2,300 home sites. We don't know where they went. We don't have the documentation because
they disappeared.
Yeah, I had a brain scan. You know, they find nothing. So you look at this, and it's like
agencies. Former CEOs resigned after violating federal conflict of interest rules by directing more than $2 million in federal funds to her husband's employer.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing.
What's wrong? What's wrong with that? Hey,
Is they related to Nancy Pelosi?
hey, you got to break a few eggs if you want an omelet, you know? Yeah.
Wow, you know.
So they made false certifications and didn't even have a written conflict of interest policy. It misused government money by paying for services of another funder's contract before receiving the grants to cover the cost. They spent $513 million in budgeted public funds due to poor staffing and outdated technology. Yeah, because they failed to spend that.
Meanwhile, the homelessness didn't increase, right? Oh yeah, it did, 100%.
Yeah. That's it.
Free housing placements, 212.
Yeah, that's it. Or was it 212%? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. So under President Trump's leadership, HUD will fund results, not corrupt failure in a homeless industrial complex. Okay. So they're cutting the funds off because there's no evidence.
Nope. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Oh, well, let's go to the next one.
I'd just like to know from the beginning, maybe we need to do a program. How many of these programs have we found that have been doing this in the last year?
I don't know. Let's see. You got your Somalis. You got your homeless.
I'm just saying.
You got your, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You got your Democrats. You got your leftists.
A lot.
Yeah. So breaking. There's no evidence. That's why the FBI raided an Ohio Democrat ballot harvesting group.
Terrible guys.
Yeah, and this is
the FBI. Don't they have anything better to do?
Yeah, the FBI raided this is all political retribution against his enemies because Trump's in charge and he's trying to take over the world at this point by making sure that the elections are free and fair.
Don't we remember the 2,000 mules and all that back when?
I know. Yeah, that never happened. Whatever. Yeah, 2,000 mules didn't happen. And Trump's just gonna pull out his scepter, at the end of his term and say, I declare that I am now emperor.
I am king.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so they raided their headquarters in Ohio. I wonder if it's another NGO, Office of Ohio Organizing Collaborative, a Democrat ballot harvesting NGO. That's probably funded by the taxpayers in the house that the Biden...
the Biden built?
Yeah, Beelzebub. Yeah, that guy. Agent.
I have a question. I wonder why all of this is coming out on the East Coast so much. Just asking.
I don't know, because Los Angeles is on the West Coast inside a red state that doesn't investigate anything. Yeah, because Gavin Newsom is he's a stand-up guy. He's a great guy. He wouldn't cheat nobody. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
sure. So anyway, they raided their offices and staffers' homes statewide with subpoenas and seized devices. The group has a record of fraudulent registrations. There's no evidence.
Officials found OOC forms registering dead people.
There's no evidence. That's not evidence.
Well, it can't be evidence. They're dead.
It's evidence that they're dead. I don't know. Is there any more on this that we see what it was we got here? Oh, we got here's more. It was running the main office at several homes. Oh yeah. So the state. So let's go to the next slide because it's actually
this is not normal business. I mean, there's no reason for over 100 agents to be knocking on the doors of everyday Ohioans.
Yeah, it's everyday Ohioans that are cheating on.
Demanding, accusing people of voter fraud.
Because they shouldn't do that.
Because they were?
Because the real deal is the Democrats don't care if there's fraud as long as they're the ones doing it.
It's on their side, in their favor.
They don't. If they thought the illegal aliens coming over the border were going to vote for them. They let them in. Wait a minute. Well, hold on.
California. Welcome, California.
If they thought they were going to vote for Republicans, guess what they do?
They shut the border down.
They'd shut the border down. It's like these guys, man. Yeah, okay. So Ohio Voting Rights Group says it was raided by the FBI. This is the state news bureaus, just so we got to trace this stuff down because they only get their information from one source, which is completely,
right.
Total.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. And so so that you can follow this story and the video on Ohio Organized Collaborative website, a group that organizes political and voter engagement activities for left-leaning and progressive causes. They've been raided, and this is not normal business. Don't you always say that when you're being raided? This isn't normal. We're not used to being.
Yeah, they make it sound so bad that they got raided. They don't say, because we're a bunch of fraudulent
criminals.
Huh. Isn't that what they're supposed to do when you're a criminal?
There's no evidence because you confiscated it all. It's gone. And it's gone. So,
and it's gone.
And it's gone.
And there it goes.
So the collaborative does organize voter engagements. People are told it was related to voter fraud. So they got, hey, we're raiding you because of voter fraud.
You go further down and then it says something, said he finds the reports disturbing, calling it a transparent attempt at silencing. That's why they raid them. They want to silence them.
And they want to take away their IDs. Wait a minute. Hold on.
And their ability to vote in free and fair elections.
IDs. So this was, and the Democrats are speaking in support of the OCC. That's surprising. Yeah. Let's
you can't even
you
can't even make this up that good. You can't.
Is there any other these guys in here like the usual suspects? Let's see. We've got
multiple
Amy
attempts have been made to get
Acton,
a comment from the FBI.
Party chair Kathleen Clyde. I don't know, Emily Sykes. They're all wow. Did you see any Republicans in there supporting this? I don't think so. But if there probably is a couple because
there's
a couple is that they don't support anything unless it's crucial for it to not pass. So
this appears to be an outrageous fishing expedition, an attempt to intimidate people working for the democracy.
What could save us? I don't know. Let's go to the next one.
We're not a democracy.
All right, so we thought we'd do a little blurb on the Southern Poverty Law Center that was indicted because 6 counts of wire fraud, 3 or 4 counts of false statements to a federally insured bank.
They just raided them. There was nothing to it. Yeah.
There's no evidence here. There's never any evidence because this one especially irks me because you know something. These people, I watched the hearings. I watched what they said. Besides taking the fifth on.
Oh, that one lady. Did she ever answer a question?
No.
It was.
She didn't even answer what her name was.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, the guy says, "What's your name?"
I take the fifth.
I take the fifth. And it's like, and her name tag's in front of her. So anyway, there's a background, and they've got an indictment going by a grand jury in Montgomery, Alabama, as of April 21st. So I wanted to. So in a superseding indictment later increased the amount to over $4 million, funneled through roughly 2010 to 2023. Some allegations dating to 1980 to individuals associated with groups like the Ku Klux Klan. Is it Klan? Klan.
Is anyone surprised by the fact that this manufactured hate in this group that is manufacturing hate and paying for manufactured hate started 10 years before all the COVID craziness and the riots? And I mean, is anybody surprised that this is a bigger plan to manufacture hate and stir up this type of division and disruptions?
No, they've been at it for a long time.
They have to. They're supporting their opposition, who they are saying they're fighting against, and they use that N word a lot. Nazi. Yeah. The National Socialist Party of America.
Yeah.
Others are prosecutors claim these payments effectively support and promote extremist activities like recruiting, buying material. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So you're funding the Ku Klux Klan? Clang? I don't even know how to say that. Clang? Clan. Is it Klan?
Klan.
We'll just stick to the KKK.
KKK.
Yeah, okay. K?
But that's a different KKK, right?
No, that's the same one.
No.
Yeah. Aryan Nations, National Socialists. Yeah, these are guys. They're all the people that are in close proximity of these riots that are being not funded by the people who are saying they're against them.
That they're paying people to come after the people they say that they love and want to protect. No.
So let me get this straight. The black
are funding
the white supremacists. What? So a black group of leftist, extremist Democrats are funding a lot of the white supremacist groups that they say that everybody else
really
is,
black
but not them.
Supremacist groups.
So what does that make them? A white or a black supremacist group?
Makes. I was going to say something really bad, but
maybe it makes them a bunch of evil, rich pieces of garbage that are just bringing money in to create hate and disruption in the community so that they can profit off of it. And they don't care about any of this white supremacy things, except that they like to get the general population that is donating to them, hating and hating and hating because all white people are responsible for all of their ilks and ills and everything that's wrong in their life. So you have to attack them and fund us so that we can
But it's
support
really
them
behind the scene, but they want to look like it's all us whiteys that have caused all this. But they've been doing this forever, funding the other side.
Here's my theory. Here's my theory. White supremacy really doesn't exist all that much because if the other guys have to fund their own opposition because there's not much of it out there to go after, does that mean that there's any legitimate white supremacists out there other than the ones they're funding?
And they created it? Does that make
it
so?
Did the chicken come first or the egg? That's what I want to know.
Was it black or was it white?
I don't care. So, what are the background out? Let's go down to the evidence. But
see, this starts showing these people. If people would realize that it's
So in the indictments, they got financial transactions, they got bank records. They were operating under fictitious names because you can't just come out. If you're the Southern Poverty Law Center, you just can't come out and write a check to the KKK because someone might say, "Hey, why are we writing checks to the KKK? Is that a problem?" Of course not.
Right.
Because they're white supremacists.
No, because then we want a kickback too.
And by
if
the way,
I paid you the KKK, then I want a kickback later on. I want you to pay me back. Don't you know that?
That's why that's called circular thinking, and I don't think it really applies.
Yeah, they did. They did.
I'm going to pay you with my right hand and collect it back with my left hand because I went to school and I learned real good. Yeah.
Yeah, when banks inquired, SPLC staff allegedly directed closure transfers back to the SPLC accounts and later confirmed in writing the accounts were under SPLC authority.
What could go wrong? Yeah, you got payments, you got this. Because they're just nice guys. You have to make sure that the white supremacists have some kind of support from somewhere because who's going to support this white supremacy stuff if we don't? Wait. So... we've got internal investigations. They got evidence. They got informants. They got details. We'll see how this plays out. Of course, they're all taking the fifth, and they're not. We don't like hate groups.
No, we would never lie either to anybody about what we're really doing.
So the reason that I find this so angering, if that's a word. Am I angering?
I don't know if that's the word.
I'm getting pissed because we keep getting attacked for being white.
People. Yep.
Just because we're white, but that's not racist because if you're black, you can't be racist, even though you're funding the white supremacists and attacking them as racist and causing division in the community, and people are getting hurt and stabbed in the chest and things like that, because that's okay, because if you're white, it's all your fault. If you get stabbed.
It has to be Whitey's fault.
It's always white's fault.
It's Whitey's fault, yeah.
Because we're the most persecuted race in America right now.
But not only that, we're not, take race out of it. The Southern Poverty Law Center listed Mountaintop Media / Red, White, and Blueprint as one of the people.
You're on hate group. Oh, Moms for Liberty?
Moms for Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
Hate
Moms
group.
for
Antifa? No, not so much.
Yeah, Antifa's fine. The
BLM.
Cottonwood Militia.
Cottonwood.
Right?
Yeah.
The Cottonwood Militia, who goes and helps elderly people with their medications and their fire dangers.
Tries to keep peace in the community, all kinds of stuff.
They're a hate group, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Oh, no, they're not
what,
just a hate group. They're a white hate group.
Right. But so it's this
but they're not all
manufactured
white.
hate.
Yeah, they're not all white.
Exactly. It's all manufactured. There is no hate.
So that's exactly the whole point of this. This whole thing manufactured is manufactured to create the opposition so that they can create all of this division because they can get them to vote Democrat and they can get them to vote against anybody who doesn't stand against what they do.
And then...
Or no, wait a minute. Hold on.
They don't understand. They get those people in there and then
Freedom,
they're going to take...
freedom,
except they're going to take all their freedom.
Communism, freedom,
they're going to be on the
socialism.
chopping block just as much as us whiteys will be. Just saying.
So you're a whitey now?
I'm just saying.
All right. So
Just like whiteys.
what I want to do is show the result of what all of this gets
This
us
is
to.
disgusting. This just...
So
It's
guy gets
just-
stabbed in the chest, and it's his fault. So what do these assholes do? They're out there pissing on his grave.
This is so disgusting.
And this is the kind of hate that the Southern Poverty Law Center foments in the community amongst a population of uneducated, gaslit, propagandized people to where everything is the white guy's fault no matter what happens. He gets stabbed in the chest, he's the problem.
Yep.
So
and this is all over mainstream media. This is all
Instagram.
Over. Everybody knows
like
about it. I know. But if it was reversed, it most certainly would be.
Can you imagine the same thing if a white guy went out and did this on a
That's what
black
I'm
man's
saying. If
grave
it was
after
reversed-
the white guy stabbed a black guy in the chest?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what I'm saying. If they
No.
reversed it, they would. Oh man,
Oh, that's
it would
wrong.
be blown up.
So this kid, and now they tried to make this black kid Camelo into some kind of a hero. And even worse than this is his family who. He got donations like $600,000. This shows the mentality of the people that raised this guy in the first place. He got like $600,000 in a GoFundMe. They went and spent it on houses or a house and cars and gave him a public defender. And that's the kind of love they had for
I
their
was
son.
going to say, so we go back to that they really care about their own people, right?
Now, yeah, exactly. Well, I know about their own people, but
But you know what I mean.
They're very callous,
Yeah.
very not caring.
Maybe not their own people, but the whole
Deranged.
thing. Yeah,
It's
the deranged.
Okay. Now, he's not the only one that's doing that. Evidently, they've posted a bunch of people doing this. And I hope they arrest every one of these rat bastards and
It's
put them in
just so
frickin' jail.
disgusting.
Because I don't know what you charge them with, urinating in public. I don't know, defacing somebody's
Property.
Yeah, I don't know. So keep going down because there's more of these guys. I don't know how that happens.
Well, evidently it's not as it appears in more ways than one.
Or they make a device on Amazon that you can get for camping and stuff so that you can pee standing up.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
So
Leave it to Amazon.
I think we had to show this because this is the kind of hate that the Southern Poverty Law Center is fomenting in the black community against white supremacists that they've created in general by their own funding
By their own
to
sickness.
create this. I mean, I think that racism was pretty much dead by the time Barack Obama got elected. I mean, now, of course, there's isolated. This is on both sides. On both sides. But the fact is now, the only ones that can be racist are white guys, and they deserve anything they get from people that are hateful and hate white people simply because of the color of their skin.
And that gives other people to do whatever they want to white people?
These people are despicable. White,
disgusting.
black, I don't care what color they are. This has nothing to do with race. These people are grifters, and they're hateful, evil people to do this kind
They're
of stuff.
sick. They're totally sick.
All right. With that said, I think we're about at the end of the program because I'm going to probably have an aneurysm or pop a cork. I'm not sure which. So, unless you have anything to add.
It's just so sickening. I don't have words for this being allowed to happen. I don't have words.
And how many people are saying this is okay?
A lot. A lot.
This is okay. And then you go to our local guys and you wonder why they're running around with their head twisted off their head, or their head twisted off their necks because they're so screwed up, because they are so full of hate and anger and misinformation and bias that they've created out of their own gaslit little world. These guys are so gaslit they better stay away from sparks because their head's going to friggin' explode.
I mean, this is FUBAR.
All right.
At the best. FUBAR at the best.
Remember, government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force, and force like fire is a dangerous servant and a fearful master.
Until next time.
Have a great weekend.